What is up, everyone? Welcome to round 4 of the Battle for the Bridge, the largest pre-modern tournament in the Pacific Northwest to date. We got 2 awesome decks to show you, so let's get into those deck lists. First up, we have Robert L. with a deck we have not seen on the channel for a while, and that is Blue-Black Psychatog, aka Dr. Teeth. Now, while his smile may be charming, this deck is anything but. This is a blue-black control deck looking to control the board and your opponent's actions until you're able to slam down a Psychatog with some sort of counter spell or protection backup, and eventually just combo kill your opponent in one fell swoop. That means there's a lot of card draw and counter spells and removal in this deck, but it does have a bit of an alternate sideboard plan as well, which we'll get into. Looking through the deck list, there is 4 Portents, 3 Ops, 4 Impulse, 4 Accumulate Knowledge, 4 Gush, again, type monster draw. A lot of cards. As for those counter magic interactions, looks like he has 4 counter spells, 3 circular logic, and 1 foil. There's also 4 duresses for a bit of a hand attack, and in terms of actual removal, there's 3 smothers and 1 chain of vapor. As for creatures, there's the 4 of Dr. Teeth, as mentioned, but also a 1 of Wonder, which doesn't really ever see play on the board, and only really matters in the graveyard as it gives all those bad boys flying. As for the mana base, looks like he's running 9 islands, 2 swamps, 1 cephalid coliseum, 4 polluted deltas, and 4 underground rivers. Now, I did mention the sideboard plan, and maybe those Carl Critchlow zombie tokens give it away a little bit, but he is running a 1 of Zombie Infestation. This is another discard outlet, but also can just be a good win con, being able to flood the board with 2/2 zombies that are a little tougher for your opponent to deal with, especially if your opponent stocks up on graveyard hate. Besides that, though, it looks like he's running a 1 of Tasabo's Web, 2 Powder Kegs, 3 Engineered Plagues, 2 Blue Elemental Blasts, 2 Hydro Blasts, and I'm getting the feeling he doesn't like to play against Enchantress or Stifle Knot because there is 4 Annuls to round off this sideboard. Overall, a really cool list. This is one of the decks that I've always wanted to play, never actually brought it to a monthly yet, but does just seem like a ton of fun and kind of right up my alley, so I'm excited to see how it plays out. But before we get to do that, who's he playing against? Next up, returning the camera, is Justin T with Blue-White Replenish. Yes, we just saw Justin on the last round, but looks like he's back for more. This time, though, he's facing up against an opponent with counter magic, so we'll see how much of a difference that makes. If you're not familiar with the Blue-White Replenish list and you missed the last round, which you should definitely check out, it's looking to get value out of the Parallax Tide and Parallax Wave cards in combination with Opalescence. It's also looking to cheat on getting all those cards into play very quickly with the aforementioned Replenish. This is a 4-mana sorcery that lets you bring all your enchantments back from the graveyard to play, and being able to put back 12 plus mana of enchantments can just win you the game on the spot, especially with the way Parallax Wave and Parallax Tide now function with Opalescence, which we'll say is not exactly how the designers of the card intended. Anyways, running through the list real quick, we got 4 Replenish, 4 Opalescence, 3 Parallax Wave, 3 Parallax Tide, 4 Attunement, 2 Seal of Cleansings, 4 Swords to Plowshares, 3 Mana Leaks, 2 Stifles, 3 Intuitions, 3 Frantic Search, 4 Ancient Tombs, 1 City of Traders, 4 Dark Highways, 4 Skycloud Expanse, 4 Flooded Strands, 4 Plains, and 4 islands. As for the sideboard, he has 2 Tasabo's Webs, the 3rd Seal of Cleansing, 2 Factor Fictions, 3 Exalted Angels, 2 Orum's Chance, and 1 Abeyance, and 4 Elemental Blasts. Very strong list. Obviously, we saw it do very well in the last match, but this should be a bit of a tougher matchup, I think. So without further ado, let's get into the games. And away we go. Round 4 of the Battle for the Bridge is on its way. We got Robert on the left, Justin on the right. While the players are figuring out their starting 7s, quick little stats about the Battle for the Bridge. This did happen on July 26th and had 40 competitors, making it the largest pre-modern tournament to date in the Pacific Northwest. This did happen up in Seattle. Looks like both players do have capable hands as well, so Justin gonna play an island, say go. Robert gonna do one better here with a Portent. If he finds anything he likes. Portent, if not the best draw spell for 1 blue in Premodern. No Brainstorm legal in this format. Doesn't like what he sees, gonna shuffle. Justin going to play an Ancient Tomb here. And does he have an attunement? Looks like no. Just gonna say go. Oh no, actually might have something here. Gonna take 2. Or yep, there's an attunement. Attunement, one of the hallmark cards of this deck, being able to not only potentially draw into your win cons, but also pitch them. It's pretty huge. Ooh, there's a Replenish. Robert with the well-timed duress here. I think you take the Replenish. Frantic Search is kind of dangerous too, but Replenish just enables everything Justin's doing, and he has no way to bring that card back. Now, eventually, the deck just does get to a point where you can cast all the enchantments. Yes, I think that's the right call. The Parallax Tide's a little scary. I apologize for the auto-focusing here, too. You guys may notice the footage looks a little different than what is normally on the channel. I did not actually attend this event. In fact, the tournament organizers actually recorded this for me and sent it my way, so a little bit of a difference. I think they were using a webcam and just didn't have the autofocus turned off, but I totally get it. Their first time doing something like this, you learn a lot from your first tournament recording. I think if you were to look at a video I post of one of our Portland monthlies now, like if you were to look at the one I posted on Monday or Friday, and were to watch the very first one I posted, you would definitely notice a quality shift. Just great though that they are. Oh, we're pitching a lot of lands. Well, I'm sure Justin is happy to have those gone from the top of his deck, but okay, he's gonna place the attunement that he did know about. Just keeping public information for Robert. And we are gonna play the Parallax Wave. Okay, here's an opt. We're not liking what he saw. Gonna draw off the opt. Notably, Robert does not have days in his deck, I believe. Justin gonna take those 2 lands. Anyways, just to say, I really appreciate the TOs going the extra mile to even record this footage. Even though it may not be exactly perfect, I think it is very much readable. And I definitely wanted to help support and advertise it, because not only is this just more Premodern in my area, which is great to see, but this was a charity event as well. They did raise over 2K for a local charity. Unfortunately, I don't have the charity name in front of me, but still amazing work, especially for a tournament of 40. So very cool to see, and definitely something I want to be very supportive of in the future. Alright, tapping 3 for the attunement. Now, notably, playing that City of Traders means if Justin does find another white source that he wants to play out, he will have to sack the city. That's not super relevant, as he will still have access to 5 mana, but is notable enough. I think he's just playing out that city because he does not want to have to keep activating the Ancient Tomb, which is totally fair. Every 2 points of damage in this match is functionally 2 cards in the graveyard, 1 card in the hand for Robert. Or sorry, actually double that. 2 cards in the hand. And yeah, 4 cards, or technically 3, I guess you're pitching him. Psychatog math gets weird. I think the general consensus, okay, he's pitching Seal of Cleansing, Attunement, a couple of lands. He is not finding anything relevant at this point. He does have another Attunement, and he does have a Frantic Search. So it's not over by any means. Alright, he is going to cast another Attunement. Say go. Okay, there's the opt. Yeah, Robert is far from presenting a threat here. So, Justin happy to play the long game. Now Robert does have much more in terms of counter magic and interaction than Justin does. Robert also pretty happy to play a longer game too. The Dr. Teeth definitely loves lots of cards in the graveyard. And unless Justin can find a Stifle, next turn Robert is getting his lands back. I should say a Stifle or a Replenish into an Opalescence. And no, actually he was still, well, you could finagle it. You would have him back for a minute. Okay, there is the second Replenish. And was there an Opalescence drawn as well? I didn't see it. Justin deciding exactly what he wants to discard here. Let's see. It's like Intuition, Attunement, a Dark Heart Waste. And I actually didn't catch what that last piece was. Just gonna say go after that. Alright, there's an AK. It's drawn 1. Accumulate Knowledge. It's not so great the first time. It's a bit better the second time. By the third time, you're feeling pretty good. Don't even get me started about the fourth time. Feels like you're cheating. Alright, Robert just passing back to Justin here. Robert getting his lands back. And both players just kind of staring at each other, seeing who's going to make the first move. It looks like Justin is going to try to cast the Replenish here. There's a Circular Logic, just hard cast. Don't even need to discard it. Pay 1 for every card in Robert's graveyard. That's not possible, so that Replenish not going to do much here. That is an interesting call from Justin, maybe wanting to bait it out. There's a Gush here from Robert. I think I started talking about Psychatog math being kind of wonky and got sidetracked, but essentially every card in Robert's hand is plus 1 point of damage. Every card in his graveyard is 0.5 because you have to exile 2. And there is the Psychatog. Now, I think that means, oh, and he's just going to pitch a Wonder just for fun. Make sure it goes to the bin. That is an extra point he just gave away. He didn't need to do it unless he's at 7, which he might be. He did just Gush. So, I guess if you're going to pitch something, Wonder makes sense. So Robert giving a little count of his graveyard. Looks like that's what that counter is for. Unfortunately, it is a little too blurry for us to read. Okay, there's a Plains, having to sack the City Traders. There's a Parallax Wave, and I can't imagine Robert played out this Psychatog without any kind of interaction, but it looks like he did. That will resolve. Very interesting. Alright, Justin gonna swing in. Or sorry, Robert gonna swing in, Justin gonna activate the Parallax Wave here. And Robert playing it a little close to the chest. I guess he must have another Psychatog. Nope, just gonna pass back to Justin. Justin drawing. I think he might even have 2 mana leaks here. Okay, there's a Duress. We'll get to see exactly what he's working with. Oh, a mana leak, an Intuition, and a Skycloud Expanse, I think. Oh no, that's a Flood Strand. Okay, so what's scarier here? I think, yeah, the mana leak is scarier. The Intuition is not so bad. With 2 replenishes already in the graveyard, Justin can't replenish 4, or sorry, can't Intuition 4 replenish. There's a Portent. I thought I saw another Psychatog in Robert's hand. I could be mistaken. The very far right card. Okay, just go play a land for turn and pass. Wave ticks down. Robert drawing off the Portent. And Robert is playing the long game here. Okay, here's an AK. That's the second one. And draw 2. Untap for turn. Robert with a grip of cards. Do you play out a threat here? Oh, there's another Portent. It's going to keep digging. And honestly, if Justin doesn't have a removal spell here, a Dr. Teeth is just going to be lethal the turn after it comes back, which is still in 2 turns. Or 3 turns, I should say, for when it can swing. Alright, Justin making a move here. Going to take 2 off the Ancient Tomb. Dropping to 14. There is an attunement. Just going to say go. Robert deciding to not fight over the attunement. Better to fight over the Replenish, which makes sense. Or any hard cast Opalescence or anything like that. Now he just needs 1 Psychatog to get in. Looks like he's tapping Psychatog mana. Are we casting it? Yes, there is Dr. Teeth number 2. Now that other Dr. Teeth isn't on the board yet. I don't know why he moved it. The wave will disappear next turn and then he gets it back. But still functionally exiled. Alright, just activating the attunement here. Okay, good. Robert putting that other one back. I want to keep a clear board state, which appreciated. And I don't know if Justin saw a Replenish. Right. It looks like he just pitched the cards he drew. Plus the attunement and one other one that Robert knew about. I think it even might have been the intuition. Alright, do we... Oh, there's another attunement. Still holding a mana leak. Gonna say go. This is interesting. Here's the 3rd AK. Draw 3 for 2. That's a hell of a deal. And here is the impulse. Robert looking to just fill up his graveyard, get as much in hand as he can. And I believe, unless Justin has some kind of trick up his sleeve, he doesn't have any more counters on Parallax Wave. This Psychatog is going to be lethal. There's a duress, just want to make sure. Is Justin... Okay, he's going to reveal. There's a stifle. Oh, the stifle. And Justin said, oh, you don't want to take the stifle? Well, that's fine. Now, if you stifle the Psychatog trigger once, he still gets to just do it more. Like, there's no way that's super helpful. He can stifle the Parallax Wave, which is super relevant, and not get the second Psychatog back, but Robert doesn't even really want that second Psychatog. He only needs 1. Exiling from graveyard doesn't buff both. It's kind of a last cannon in that way. And yeah, it looks like Justin's just going to scoop it up. Robert's got plenty of cards in his graveyard, and we're going to game number 2. And here we are in game number 2. Robert not even needing to actually do the Psychatog combo, both players just realizing how many cards in Robert's hand and graveyard meant for the course of the game. Now, Justin is on the play again, which I'm not sure actually how relevant that is in this matchup. Okay, looks like Robert does not like a 7, Justin does, so we're going to cut to when Robert has a keepable hand. Okay, Robert looking for a keepable 6 here. I have to imagine this deck mulligans very well, just given the amount of card draw in the deck. Pretty much on par with Stifle Knot, to be honest. Maybe not quite as much, but pretty close. I would love to know his reasoning too for not running Daze. I feel like that is also very good in this deck. All right, Justin leading off with a island. Robert doing the same. Plains here for Justin and pass. It's gonna be a lot of land go for a little while, I think. Polluted Delta here for Robert. A Darkar Waste here for Justin. Tapping 3 for an... Oh, Morph Creature. We got some sideboard tech here, and Robert going to fetch response. There's a very good chance that Robert took out his Smothers, but he's saying counter it. All that's left is to show the counter spell. Now, the Exalted Angels are sideboard tech in Justin's deck. The reasoning being, if your opponent never sees a single creature, they take out all their creature removal. Especially in longier, grindier games, Exalted Angel can just be the best thing on the board. One of the best creatures in the format for sure. Especially for how little setup it takes. Alright, Robert here gonna gush. Get rid of all cards on the battlefield. Setting him back 2 whole turns. Use that 2 blue he floated to Impulse. And this, a bit of a dangerous situation, I think. This is a dangerous turn to gush, to go shields down. You don't have enough mana. To cast a counter spell. Just gonna play out an island here, and then I think going to discard. Very curious. Turn 3 and 4 are really the key turns for Replenish. Usually they spend turn 3 setting up the combo with Attunement, and turn 4 is the payoff. Speaking of Attunement, there it is. Does Justin not actually have a 4th land? Now Robert could very much have annuls, but not playing one here. There is the dress, okay. Swords to Plowshares, 2 more Attunements, an Opalescence, and a Parallax Wave. Tough calls. I think maybe you take the... Okay, I guess the Tide makes sense. I almost want to take the Swords just because you're winning through the Psychatogs. But yes, if Justin draws 1 more land, which is fairly likely, especially if he cracks this Attunement, he just plays out the Parallax Tide and shuts down what Robert's doing. And the fact that Robert missed a land drop too. I guess, sorry, he didn't. He just gushed. He's behind on lands because of that. Played out the swamp to play the dress. I'm tracking. He does have at least an island in hand. And very well could have an annul here. Okay, it looks like a couple of lands, couple of attunements hitting the bin. Not willing to pitch the Opalescence yet. Plains for turn. Revealing the Opalescence that Robert may or may not have known about. I don't think he had to necessarily reveal that one. I guess he didn't know about it. He knew that there was 3. All right, there's an annul for the Opalescence. I figured Robert probably had something like that to go that shields down off of a gush. But a Replenish in that situation is just backbreaking. Okay, Robert is playing out the island we knew he had. Say go. There's another Exalted Angel in hand for Justin. He does have that attunement and swords as well. Looks like he's gonna try... Oh, going for the attunement. He was thinking about that Exalted Angel, it looked like. Alright, an opt here from Robert. And an impulse. Okay, so that attunement will resolve. And eventually Robert will need something to deal with that swords when he gets to that point. Still 3 duress, plenty of counter magic. Okay, Underground River for turn, and just gonna pass it back. The Psychatog list does do a lot of draw go, really only tapping out on its turn to play Psychatog. Adjustment on the graveyard counter again. Unfortunately can't actually see what that number is, but I am very happy that the quality of this recording is such that we can at least tell what the cards are. I am actually fairly impressed for this webcam quality, given how far I actually had to crop in on it. Maybe I'll show a photo of the setup here if I remember to put it in post. Ooh, there's a Replenish. Duress hitting some mark. We also see an Exalted Angel and a Mana Leak. But hitting that Replenish pretty devastating here for Justin, who is looking for an opportunity to cast it if Robert ever tapped out, which I don't know if he would. Okay, there's an Exalted Angel. Does that resolve? I would be surprised if Robert didn't even have a Circular Logic here. However, there is a Mana Leak mana up, but I feel like you have to at least go for it. At the very least, get the Mana Leak out of hand. Yeah, that makes sense. And Justin has a morphed Exalted Angel, which is very dangerous. Okay, there is the Powder Keg. Morphs have CMT of 0. I'm gonna say yes. Okay, there's an opt. Justin just drew and pass. It's like, so Robert can opt on and step. Untap, draw for turn. Draws another counter spell, I believe, which is very good for him. Still hesitant to play out the Doctor. Looks like that counter spell that he just drew will be put to good use on this Fact or Fiction. Pass to your turn. Robert just giving another little count. Right, Justin tapping out for an Opalescence, and there is the second counter spell. Robert gonna take a point to cast it. And Robert, I think, fully in control of this match now. Needing something to close out the game, though. Gonna float 2 blue. I believe he did just draw a Gush. Tapping to nothing on the stack is pretty indicative of having Gush. So maybe giving away exactly what he has, but yes, we're gonna float 2 blue, draw 2. So that's a land drop for turn. Gonna use those 2 blue to impulse. I think maybe still just digging for Psychatog, but it's pretty deliberate on what he put to hand. And just gonna pass it back. There's no Orum's Chant for Justin. Doesn't do too much here other than maybe buy him a turn. If he thinks that this is the turn Robert's casting anything. But Robert very content to wait here. Granted, just one replenish off the top for Justin. Looks like Robert is going to pass back to Justin. This one replenish with no counterspell is game over.
What if you name all the creatures I'm allowed to play? Name every creature in your deck. Yeah.
And I wonder if Robert does have the Psychatog in hand, but has no way to currently protect it. That could be a very real situation, knowing that your opponent has the swords in hand. Makes it very difficult for the Psychatog player to go for the win. And tap one, are we going to see a duress here? Looks like it. Is this where you take the swords? If there's a Parallax Wave, the Orum's Chant. Gonna take the Orum's Chant over the swords. Okay. I mean, Orum's Chant into a Replenish is pretty nasty. So Robert is taking away that potential here. Very much telegraphing that he has counter magic. He has cast 2 counter spells here. And oddly, Justin not playing out his lands here. I kind of understand it for the attunement. You want to have other cards to discard if you're not drawing exactly what you need. But considering that some of Robert's counter magic very well could be Mana Leak. I mean, we've seen Counterspell and Circular Logic at this point. But there could be some amount of Mana Leaks in there. Having a good amount of lands could be relevant. Alright, cracking the Cephalid Coliseum here to draw 3, discard. And looks like a bunch of lands. And again, I am not entirely sure, but it does not look like Robert has a Psychatog in hand yet. The fact that he didn't go for the swords does make me think that he doesn't. But again, protecting the ability to counterspell a Replenish is also pretty huge. It is just tough to tell. Okay, there's... Nope, opting to not play the Polluted Delta. I draw off the Portent. There's a lot of cards in the graveyard. At this point, I think it's pretty safe to say if Robert does get to swing in with a Psychatog with no chance of it getting swords, he does win. Okay, cracking the attunement here. There's another Orum's Chant. Justin probably going to value that pretty highly. At some point, he does want to put something relevant in the graveyard. So what 4 cards are hitting the bin? Looks like he's not putting the attunement in that pile necessarily. Okay, 1 attunement and it looks like 3 other lands. Just gonna say go. And both players just really staring down the barrel at each other. Either one waiting for the other to make a move. There's a fact or fiction. Is this worth countering for Robert? He hard countered the last one. Do you counter this one? If he does, that speaks volumes as to what's in his hand, but that might resolve. Robert going to take a quick look at what's in the graveyard for Justin here. Deciding if the counterspell is really worth it. Or just posturing if he even has it. Who's to say? Control mirrors, everybody. If he's not thinking about a counterspell, he's doing an excellent job of bluffing. Alright, there's a Stifle, an Exalted Angel, the second Stifle, Plains, and Flooded Strand. Now, the Stifles are annoying, especially with that face-up Parallax Wave. So he's going to put both Stifles together, plus the Exalted Angel and land. Pushing the land and Exalted Angel closer to Justin, like you want to take this, maybe subliminally hinting this is the one you want. And Justin does go for it. Whether or not that's the one he wanted, it remains to be seen. I mean, it is a threat. Justin's whole premise of bringing the Exalted Angels in. Okay, there's an orange chant. His whole premise of having the Exalted Angels is you don't have any creature removal. So this orange chant hopefully paving the way for the Exalted Angel, which could close out the game. Looks like that will resolve. Or at least thinking about it resolving. But you have to go for the morph, right? Yep. 2-2 for 3. What could it be? And did Robert keep in the smother? He did keep in the smothers. Oh no. Robert metagaming the metagame here. Maybe not even having enough cards to take out? That can't be. He has 4 nulls. That is pretty incredible. If I was in Justin's shoes, I would be shook. Alright, we're going for the hard cast Parallax Wave here. Robert does not really need to counter this. Yeah, he's just going to let it resolve. He can just sit back and not play a target for 4 turns. Or 5 turns. Yep, just going to say draw, go. Don't care about that. You have 2 replenishes left in your deck. And I believe that's at least 2 of the Exalted Angels, if not all 3. And depending on how well Robert knows the traditional replenish list, I think 3 is kind of at the high end for that sideboard tech. Could be wrong. Alright, Robert here gonna fetch for 2 lands. We're just grabbing more islands. Yep, 2 islands. But yeah, Robert just cruising at this point. Grip of cards. Not concerned enough to deal with the wave. Draw for turn here. He draws a duress. Okay, we're going to float 2 blue and gush. Draw a couple more. At this point, I think the graveyard is bigger than the deck. So again, we're in a position where if he just resolves a Psychatog, that actually sticks. Or a zombie infestation. That is also perfectly acceptable. I have to wonder if he must have left the Psychatogs in, right? But he is going to just pitch 1 card to discard and not actually make it 2-2. Which is fair. It costs Justin literally nothing to remove it
Sounds good.
forever. So pitching one card over 2 makes a lot of sense. Alright, Justin cracking this attunement does find a replenish. And he's kind of priced into going for it at this point. So one of the amazing things with Zombie Infestation is looks like he just pitched a bunch of lands actually. He's not going for it. Probably. Anyways, one of the things about Zombie Infestation is that turns on your circular logics pretty well. I almost kind of want to have more than one. Alright, there's a replenish. Do you got an answer for it? Is Robert just going to make a zombie to save some mana? Paying 4 for a hard cast foil. That was a little dangerous unless he does have the circular logic backup. So we do know Justin has mana leak. Maybe not in hand. Alright. Robert is passing back to Justin. Again, more than happy to wait for that Parallax Tide, or Parallax Wave, sorry, to be no more. Alright, 3 mana for attunement. Yep. Mainstay of the Replenish deck. And it will finally get annulled. Alright. I can't remember if that's the 3rd or the 4th one, but Justin running out of ways of getting enchantments in his graveyard. Not that he needs to, because there's plenty. If he ever gets to resolve this last Replenish that is somewhere in his deck, he'll have plenty of good targets. Alright, Robert is going to pass. Again, playing the slow advantage game. Just consistently ticking up on cards in the graveyard. Maybe that says 25. Who knows? It's a lot. If it is 25, then that's 12 points of damage just by itself. Alright, tapping 4. We're going to see another Parallax Wave. We are. Does Robert care about this one? He countered the attunement. Does he care about the wave? It's like, no, that will resolve. Just going to play a land for turn. Say go. Another counterspell here for Robert. Just going to pass. Just going to take a point here to fetch. That last replenish on the bottom of the deck. Both players' decks looking pretty thin. Robert definitely does have 5 turns to wait it out. Really only needs 1. But every turn gives Justin more time to draw another swords. Yep. Checking on the counters. Looks like 1 might have been forgotten last time. Tapping for 3 for a frantic search. And that's a pretty good description of what Justin's doing. I'm going to pitch 2 lands. Tap 3 lands. Does have the 3rd and final wave in hand. Is he going to play it out? interesting. He is. Okay. Getting a graveyard count here. Robert having plenty of cards. No reason to worry about this last wave if he decides to let it resolve. Alright, does resolve. This is where Justin just needs to show up with like a vision charm randomly or a brain freeze. Super secret sideboard attack for the grindy mirror. And there's a gush for Robert, look like. Oh, okay. Powder keg, not doing much right now. There's a portent. And at this point, I'm not sure what Robert could be digging for that he doesn't already have in hand. Unless he just does not have any Psychatogs and has wanted to play one this whole time. Which doesn't seem possible, given the amount of card draw. Okay, there's a second Swords for Justin, which is a long time coming. Now with double backup, it looks like there's a little proxy for something. Maybe an Underground River. Looks like that might be what that says. Discarding the hand size, there's an opt. Okay, the wave has 2 counters left. 2 more turns before Robert can actually do something. Can it discard the hand size and pass? This is truly the embodiment of the grind fest. Both players just saying draw, go, things ticking down. Now, interestingly here, Robert can... Oh, is he actually going to play out a Psychatog here? Might as well, right? Now I'm going to pitch a Smother. Okay. Yep, you no longer have any counters. Okay, so Robert can make some zombies here in Justin's turn. They're then able to swing, start the clock. But before then, are we playing out a Parallax Tide? There's enough lands on the battlefield. I'm not sure how much Robert cares about a Parallax Tide. But it looks like he does have at least 1 annul left in the bank. Can he use that? And does Robert discard here? No, he's not making any zombies. He's gonna rely all in on his Psychatog, it looks like. I would be curious as to what Justin's count is as well. Looks like Robert has 4, maybe 5. Ooh, and we are also in turns now. No, he's got 3. So it's kind of now or never. There's a portent. Portent you. Try and set up the next few turns if you don't have good cards in your hand already. Robert gonna try and make sure they don't happen. Alright, I think we see a Psychatog this turn. No, it's just gonna pass, draw for turn. Okay, he does have 3 cards. It's a little tough to tell. So still has 3 turns left. So he'll die, or it'll be a draw before he decks himself. Land for turn. Say go. Is this gonna be a draw? Is Robert just playing for the draw in this game so he wins the match? I think so. I don't know if there's any... There's an abeyance. I don't think there's any way that
That's what we're doing on camera. Exactly.
Robert wins the game, right? Okay, he's going to pitch the circular logic and a land, make a zombie.
Yeah, this
To
is
counter
a
that.
brew, but it is a brew. That's why we're also O2. Yeah.
I told Marshall, I was like, come on camera, and he's like, oh, he's like, you'll probably win.
Do get a 2-2.
Did you get
He's going to need a lot more than that.
I mean, game 2, I like, yeah, double dark ritual, turn 1.
But again, Robert just has to draw in these turns. He can pass back to Justin after drawing, and there's no way for him to... Oh, yeah. I don't think the zombie is super relevant. Go swing for 2, just because. And I think we're drawing here. This is, yeah, turn 5. No way for Justin to force his opponent to draw, and yeah, Robert's gonna take down the match. All right, that was a fairly intense, if not drawn out, second game. Congrats to Robert for taking it down. Dr. Teeth showing why he's got such a shitting grin. Very cool deck for sure. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like the video so more people can see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've already been subscribed to the channel for a while, consider joining the Patreon. You may notice all the wonderful names displayed on screen currently. These are my current patrons. All of you are all amazing, and thank you so much for supporting all the videos I've been producing over the last few years. If you'd like to join, link is displayed on screen and in the video description. Money from the Patreon goes towards travel expenses, gear upgrades, and just helping make more pre-modern videos. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next time.